Nepotism?
Yeah.
A lot of times I was about to get a role and then somebody called and then the starlet would get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to go for a Maharat and it happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. He's an early morning person and I should meet him in between one of his whatever dubbing and so I said, okay, fine, I'll be there. So he said, who are you coming with? So I said, I'm coming with my driver. He said, no, don't come with anybody. Producers told me you have to be friendly with your heroes, which I was never. And I did Ishq Samundar also at the same time, which was actually meant to be a role in the film. But eventually it was not. So I don't really know what really happened. But I was told that it's a role, it's opposite Sanjay Dutt.
So today I am with somebody who actually took the nation by a storm 17 years ago with a song. Popularly called the Khalas Girl. Today we have Isha Koppikar sharing her untold story with us only on PINKVILLA. Welcome, Isha.
Hi.
And you know, like I was talking to you about, 90s is like a legit emotion, and you know, every 90s kid would relate to the fact that you just came and Khalas was like a phenomena at that time. You know, at that time there was no PR. So this was like a nationwide craze completely happening organically. What was your first reaction? Like, what, did you expect that?
No, I didn't. Just before that, I'd done a lot of films down south.
Yeah.
And I played the girl next door. First of all, I never thought that I could look so hot. So when Ram Gopal Verma asked me to play this, to do this role, I said, I don't think I can look hot. So he said, you know what, you keep quiet. I'm the director. Let me decide. So I said, okay, fine. And then just before, just once it was done, he actually called me home and he showed it to me in his theatre, in his like home theatre. And I was shocked. I was blown. I said, this is me. I can look like that. That's the first time I ever, if you see, before 2002, all my films down south, I've been the girl next door, sari clad, in a choti, you know, very, very homely. And then suddenly this number. I never thought but I'm glad I could look that way.
But you know, nothing happens without a lot of struggle, and people don't get to know about these journeys or the struggles that an actor has to brave through before and as well as after becoming an actor. Do you remember your auditions? Like, have you ever auditioned?
Yes.
Do you remember any of the mean things that happened to you at the auditions?
No. Well, not really. Nothing mean happened to me, but you audition for a lot, but you don't, finally not chosen for that many. You know what I mean? But that is part and parcel of the game. I mean, I used to audition. I was a model before that. So I used to audition for a lot of ads. And I was always a pretty face. So I never really had a problem. Skincare, dental care, things like that was always my forte. Because people always thought I had a good smile, I had good skin. So I never really had a problem. Movies? Yes. The Untold story.
Yeah.
Well, yes, so nepotism.
Yeah.
A lot of times I was about to get a role and then somebody called and then the father would call or the mother would call and the starlet would get.
Yeah.
Or if somebody is kind of with someone and the heroine is his muse or girlfriend, or then she would get the role, she would get the part. All this has happened to me.
But has it ever happened when those people have not even bothered to inform you and have got to know it from other
I was
people?
about to go for a Maharat and it happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. And I will not talk about the star. He's a superstar today.
Oh, it's a superstar, and he got you replaced in a film. And were you given any reason for that?
No, I mean I knew the reason, but I was not given any reason.
But not even like कि कुछ मतलब बना के भी कुछ reason नहीं दिया था. How did they just inform you?
My secretary told me.
And they informed the secretary like that. That's shocking, but it happens to a lot of people. Actually.
Yes, of course.
The replacements and the rejections. Apart from this, you know, when you started off, how difficult was it for you to break into the industry? Like you said that you had been a model and you had, of course, done a few films down south before Khalas happened. Actually, even before Khalas, you had done a small Fizza you had done, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And
Just
a small thing.
Yeah.
So how did everything fall into place? Was there too much of difference between the South and...
See, it was very difficult, first of all, to begin with at that time for a outsider to get into the industry.
Yeah.
I had no guidance. I didn't know anybody
Yeah.
from here. So, but the South welcomed me really
Yeah.
warmly. Really, I did really well for myself down South. And then Khalas happened. After Khalas took the nation by storm, yes, but it kind of typecasted me into you know, the item girl, where people were like, oh fine, great, she's a good dancer, she looks good, why don't we take her for another song or something like that. I had to say no to a lot of songs. And I did Ishq Samundar also at the same time, which was actually meant to be a role in the film, but eventually it was not. So I don't really know what really happened, but I was told that it's a role, it's opposite Sanjay Dutt, and then they told me that the length of the film was too long, and eventually it just ended up being a song.
So you had shot a lot of scenes?
No, we first shot the song.
Okay, and then they said that too.
Naive probably then. I just took people by face value. Actually now, I mean...
So basically they cheated you on that?
Maybe. I don't want to use those words. But probably really the length of the film was too much that they couldn't... Maybe they could have done away with that part, you know, that I was playing opposite Sanjay Dutt.
How many times have your agencies or, you know, people around you, people in your team just said that, you know, you shouldn't be speaking like this, you shouldn't be behaving like this? Has that ever happened to you? You were really feisty at a time when heroines were supposed to be, like, they were expected to be, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I always called a spade a shovel.
Yeah.
No, not really.
No producer also ever, like, nobody ever told you from the industry?
Producers told me you have to be friendly with your heroes, which I was never. Yeah.
And we all know what that meant.
Yeah, friendship.
Yeah.
From street. Yeah. हमारे गाँव में friendship का meaning कुछ और है. Yeah, I was not like that. I mean,
You know, a lot of women especially, actually a lot of men too, but a lot of women also go through this sexual propositions that are you know, cast on them by everybody in the industry, from the biggest to the lowest of the names. Have you faced that?
What do you think?
Of course, I'm guessing you must have, because everybody, हम लोग भी face करते हैं day to day life में, तो you are an actor. Yeah, really? Of course. In trains and buses, somebody is coming and pinching you and then like, oh sorry, but it's not. We all know what it means. Like, intention पता चलता है ना, so that way.
Yeah, I have been.
And how did you do? Like, what happened actually?
Well, one producer told me that call up this actor, there's this film that's happening and you need to be in the good books of actors. So I said, okay, fine, I'll call him. So I called him and then he told me his full timetable. He said that in the morning he wakes up at this time and goes for a shoot at this time. Before this he goes to the gym. Before that he goes for dubbing. He's an early morning person. And I should meet him in between one of his whatever dubbing and so I said, okay, fine, I'll be there. So he said, who are you coming with? So I said, I'm coming with my driver. He said, no, don't come with anybody because these are the people who spread rumors. But I said, I'm always with my staff. I mean, I've always been driven by my driver. Why should I drive and come? So, I mean, I was not 15 and 16 then. I mean, I knew what was happening when he said what he said. So I just said that, okay, fine, you know what? Let me figure this out. I don't think I'm free tomorrow. I'll let you know. I immediately called up the producer and I said, you know what? If you want me for my talent, I'm here. And that's it.
Yeah.
If you want me to perform for my talent and my looks, then I cannot be forced into doing all these things just for a role. And I'm sorry. That is what is intimidating for a lot of actors. Yeah. When a woman says no, they can't take it.
Yeah.
And just kind of temporarily maybe written off.
Yeah.
But if you're good, you're good.
But that has happened to you. So basically they've tried to like sabotage things for you.
I never ended up working with that actor. But let's see, it's a small world.
That is true. But is it also the same reason why you lost out on that film?
Probably. Yeah, maybe. Somebody was really fond of was in the film then eventually.
But is there any other incident where any casting person or some other producer, director, like any other incident where you remember where?
See, like I told you, this producer told me to meet, so they all were in hand in glove. It's the entire camp, you know, that prevails, and then campism or whatever. Then people have come here, I'll show you. People have done things like this.
Like directors, actors?
Not actors, directors, not directors, even secretaries, top secretaries of actors. That's why I started self-defense.
Yeah.
18 years ago, I started Taekwondo as self-defense. I'll tell you what happens when you learn martial arts. It just becomes a part of your aura.
Yeah.
You just exude so much of self-confidence that nobody wants to mess with you.
But has it ever, like you said, in the beginning of the conversation, you said that you've lost a lot of films because of nepotism. When you were in the industry, have you got support? Like a lot of people say that, you know, because I was not a part of this camp or that camp, I lost, I was not invited to parties, I was treated differently. Has that ever happened to you, like because you never wanted to be a part of a camp? Or has any of the actors who have been like at the top of the business ever walked up to you and been, you know, nice to you as well without...
No. Actors have been very nice to me. People have been very nice to me. But yes, when you're in a camp and when you're not in a camp, there's a difference. When you're in a camp, it's mutual admiration.
Yeah.
Everybody from that camp is giving work to everybody in that camp. You know, but when you're not in any camp, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
I didn't deliberately keep myself away from a camp.
But has it ever broken you really, like shattered you, like, or maybe at any, everybody's human at the end of the day. When you face rejections like this, like you said that Mahorat shot ke pehle you've been replaced, despite making a mark in both the industries, does it break you at times?
It does break you emotionally, but I'll tell you what really helped me was my family. I had super moral, backing and support. And this is what goes wrong when girls live alone and they come from small cities, they come to Bombay and they don't have anyone. What was good for me is I lived for my family. I didn't have to fend for myself. I mean, I didn't have to work for a roof or for food. I wanted to work because for the passion. You know, that saved me.
The strength really exudes and it comes out in this interview, and I'm very proud of the way you have handled yourself with the things that happened to you. They're shocking. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Isha Koppikar, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to PINKVILLA.